KPRC Channel 2. This is Houston Newsmakers with Cambrell Marshall.
Welcome back to Houston Newsmakers, and good morning to Sugar Land Mayor Joe Zimmerman. Good to see you.
Good to see you too,
It's always good to see you. We got a lot going on in Sugar Land. I say we because I live in an area that's about to be annexed, new territory in Greatwood. That's going to be this coming week. Tell me about that process.
You know, that process goes all the way back to 2007, and we did strategic partnership agreements with both those communities, held a number of public hearings to let them weigh in, and then what that set in place was a process by which when they got to a point where they'd paid down their mud debt, that we would annex them. And that time's now. We've been working over that for the last 3 years.
So what is it about those communities that make it attractive to the city of Sugar Land, and who wins in this scenario? Does everybody win?
Everybody wins. So the current residents in Sugar Land, they don't have to subsidize the annexation. All the annexations that we've done to date were paid for by the residents of the areas that we annexed. Same thing's in place here. You know, the attraction has been they've done a great job of maintaining their infrastructure, so their water, their sanitary, their drainage, the parks are really homeowner association parks. And then the community demographics mirror very much what we have in Sugar Land right now. So many of the people that are in new territory in Greatwood think they're in Sugar Land right now. They just don't pay the tax rate. You
know, that's a good point. When I moved there 17 years ago, my address said Sugar Land. So, you know, it's not much changes for me in that regard. But the whole city has really been transformed over the last 10, 15 years in a way that many people could never have imagined. Why has it been that way? What has been some of the elements that have gone into our community growing in the way that it has, with the quality that it has?
You know, early on, during Mayor James Thompson, when Jimmy was there, the voters in 2009 had given us 3 things they wanted us to work on. One was a ballpark, and of course Constellation Field's been in place since 2012. The second was a performing arts center, and of course that performing arts center opens in January the 14th. We're incredibly excited. Our partner ACE, which is the Becker family, that's going to be Jerry Seinfeld. And the third part was a hotel and conference center. And we're going to try to accomplish major legislation this legislative session that'll help us get that done. So, you know, it's the economic development. Schlumberger is now calling us. The U.S. headquarters, we've got United Healthcare, we've got all the major medical in that area. The focus of City Council, long before I got in office, has been a very progressive development of Sugar Land for the people.
This process now has been, Sugar Land has gotten a lot of attention nationally because of what's been going on. More people are going to want to move in. Is that going to be a challenge, trying to have the space and have the appropriate quality levels remain the same with more people coming in?
Well, you know, that's our job as a city and as city management, to make sure that we provide the same high quality level of services in all aspects. In police and fire and EMS, safety is the #1 objective for not only this city council, but city councils going all the way back.
The Sugar Land Police Department now start to patrol in Greatwood and new territory. How does that work out?
When the annexation actually becomes effective December the 12th of 2017, and at that point in time, then all those services, Cambrell, that we provide to the city of Sugar Land current residents now get provided to Greatwood and new territory. So
you're the home of the Sugar Land Skeeters, and they are champions in their conference this year, were they not? I mean, they're the Atlantic, whatever their major league affiliation is. So home of the champions. So that's one of the positive things that's happening there as well. Talk about what you are most excited about going forward for this city that people may or may not know about in terms of what the city of Sugar Land is and what it will be offering down the road.
Well, you know, the annexation fundamentally changes, as you said. We go from a population of 87,000 to a population of 117. And at that point in time, then we'll incorporate those areas into Sugar Land. They'll become a part of their community, and they really are already right now. And then we'll also have the opportunity to continue to grow economic development. So we'll focus on economic development. We'll focus on infrastructure. You know, as you know, once we take over the annexation of those areas, then we'd be responsible for that infrastructure.
Right, right.
And even though they've done a great job of maintaining it, we'll program that now in, revise our budget, we'll program that in, and then we'll begin to manage that.
I'm looking forward to having more conversation with you about that, and when we're going to have rail coming right into Sugar Land, taking us right downtown. We'll talk about that next time. Mayor?
Thank you, Cambrell.
Thank you for coming.
Always a pleasure.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hey, we're going to come back after this break and talk about a special show I've got planned for next week on the election. How and where does the country go? And how do we heal? That's next when Houston Newsmakers continues.